Traveling Tales. I'm Mary Hayes and I'm a storyteller. I'd like to thank Yabs for sponsoring this storytelling project. And today we have part 4, The Fox and the Horse. Now I'm going to retell a story that was collected by the Brothers Grimm. You can learn to tell this folk tale at home. As you study the story, consider the shape of the story. Think about the somebody, that's the characters. What did they want? That's the storyline. There's always a but in the story, that's the problem. And so, which is the solution. Somebody wanted, but so. That will help you learn a story to tell. And so we begin. Once upon a time, there was a farmer. One day the farmer was looking out his window and he spied his old horse out in the pasture. And the farmer thought to himself, that horse is so old. Look, his back is swayed and his mane and his tail are tangled. He can no longer do work on my farm. I don't want to feed him anymore, and I will send him from the pasture. The farmer went right out and talked to the horse and said, "Off with you. I don't want to feed you anymore. You're too old." Well, the poor horse called to the farmer and said, "But is there any consolation? I have worked hard for you all these long years. I have pulled the plow, taken the wagon to market. I have carried your children upon my back to school. Is there no consolation? Is there anything I can do to restore my place on the farm?" "Well," said the farmer, "yes, there is one thing you can do. Go out and get me a lion. Off with you, horse." Well, the poor horse, off he went, but he was desolate. He sat on the edge of the road and he cried, "Nay, boo-hoo, nay, boo-hoo. What am I going to do?" Well, his crying brought him to the attention of the fox. And the fox came over and said, "Dear old horse, what is wrong with you?" And the horse explained the situation. He said, "I can only get my place on the farm back if I bring the farmer a lion. How can I do that?" "Well, let me think," said the fox, for he knew that farmer. And he said, "Do exactly what I say. I will help you. Lay down here on the side of the road, perfectly still, pretend to be dead, and then do as I command." Well, what choice did the horse have? He did exactly that. Meanwhile, the fox ran to Lion's den and said to Lion, "Lion, come quick. There is a beautiful meal just laying on the side of the road. Come quick." And so that's what the lion did. He saw the delicious meal just laying there. And the fox said to him, "Hold on a minute, Lion. You don't want to eat this beautiful meal in the middle of the road. What if somebody comes along and steals it from you? Why don't you drag this meal off to your den? And I will help you. I will tie your tail to the horse's tail." Well, the lion thought that was a great idea, and so he allowed his tail to be tied. And when the lion was tied up, the fox commanded the horse, "Pull, horse, pull." And the horse got up and pulled that lion all the way to the farmer. Can you imagine how startled the farmer was to see his old horse bringing him a lion? But he was a man of honor in the end, and he did what he said he would do. He restored the horse to his place on the farm and fed him the finest hay and the freshest water all the days of his life. And that's the story of the fox and the horse, collected by the Brothers Grimm and retold by Mary Hayes.